Professional technical training or vocational training is really about getting trained for a job or a career. It can start in high school. There are special programs that work specifically with youth, but most of the training happens after high school, whether you have achieved a high school diploma or not. It depends on the program you're going into whether a high school diploma is required or not. Now, historically, the purpose was to train students to go directly to work. You get the training, you go out and get a job. But currently, the focus has been not just on training for work. Of course, that focus is still there, but it's also on based on research. The focus is also on helping students get to the next level of education. So you get trained, you continue on to the next step. This is based on research in the state of Washington that has found that a living wage, which is the amount of money you need to support your family comfortably, you can get to that point if you have a high school diploma and a 1-year certificate or more. So to achieve that goal, the state of Washington has started a lot of different programs, such as the iBest program, which combines adult basic education or ESL with a career training program, so you can improve your language skills or your math skills at the same time that you earn a job training certificate. So it'll get you there that much faster. They are also making an effort to build career paths so that you can get a certificate, go out and get work, come back and continue on with the next step. For example, with nursing. In nursing, you can get your nursing assistant certificate, get your license, go out, go to work, come back, get your prerequisites done for your licensed practical nursing. Go out, get a job, come back, get your registered nursing license, and so on and so forth. So it's building a ladder to the next steps in the education. These vocational trainings are offered in many different places. Community colleges, of course. There are private schools that offer job training. Different employers will offer job training. There are also community and professional organizations that will help train workers. Some companies run training programs through a community college, and there's also high school programs that where you can get job training. If you're interested in any of these things, you should talk with a guidance counselor or an advisor at the school. Or if you're not at school, or even if you are, you can go to an organization in the state of Washington called WorkSource, which is a one-stop shop where you can get information on different types of training that's available, you can get help with your resumes and your cover letters, and talk to counselors there as well. Okay, let's talk about the different types of training. The traditional type, the traditional classroom type, of course, is there. You sit and you listen to the instructor lecture. You do homework assignments, you take tests. But for vocational training, it's a lot more hands-on. So you'll have a lot more laboratory type of things. You can't learn how to fix a car if you never touch a car. So you might learn some things from a book, but you have to go out there and actually fix the car. There are also many programs have internships, which means you go through the traditional classroom first, and then you go out and you work on the job. So these can be paid or unpaid, where basically you're doing the job that you want to get, but you are closely supervised, which is a great way to get experience on your resume more quickly. The other one I wanted to talk about was an apprenticeship, and this is a very traditional, ancient form of job training, which is basically you learn the job while you're doing it. So this continues to happen today in fields like construction or welding, and other fields as well. Now, what you can earn in these programs varies. You can get a certificate. Some programs you might get a diploma, and then others you can get an associate degree. There are a few applied bachelors of applied science. That's the type of vocational degree. If you hear the term applied science, that's referring to vocational. There's a variety of fields where you can go and get this, these training. Think of how many different jobs you can think of. That's how many different training programs there are. And there are many fields that are emerging. There's fields like nanotechnology, green jobs, working with alternative energies, working with solar power and things like that. So again, if you're interested, you should talk to a counselor or an advisor at your college to find out what training programs are available.